Hi, Neil Zhang here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Today we're going to talk about Chinese students in America, specifically the college students that are from China, like the Chinese international students who go to college in America. So I'm going to talk about like why. A lot of people know like one of the reasons is that there's something called university and the other thing called like American university, which is like totally different thing compared to the European notion of university or college, or like even the Canadian version of university. So American universities are nice, they're interesting, they're really fun, they're also very expensive. So a lot of people would think, yeah, one of the reasons why like those Chinese like students would like to come is because like we offer great education here and they're from like rich family background, so they can afford it. Yeah, that's one reason, of course. But there's like another reason a lot of people don't know, which is the Chinese education system. So in China, we have the most difficult college entrance examination. So most of the people will spend like 3 to 4 years just to prepare this exam. Like me, including me, like I remember we were super stressful when we were in like during our like high school senior year, and we will have to like go to school 6 days a week and probably spend like I used to spend 12 hours a day in my school, and we have tons of homework after like going back home, which would be like 8 to 9 o'clock every day, and we still need to like figure out our like homework situation. And I never went to bed before before 1 o'clock or like 2 o'clock just to finish my homework. That's the kind of like workload you need to deal with if you were to like pass the college entrance exam, which is, let's say, Chinese SAT. So, and also on top of that, there's this like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. There's this like household registration system in China, which basically means that you can only take this examination in your home province. If you're from Shanghai, you can only take this exam in Shanghai. If you're from Beijing, you can only take it in Beijing. Even though, like, let's say if your parents are from Shanghai, you were born in Beijing, but because your parents are not like registered in Beijing, you're still considered as someone who is from Shanghai. Even though you spend your whole life in Beijing, you're not eligible to this like Chinese SAT in Beijing. You still have to go back to Shanghai to take the examination, which doesn't make sense, but that's the reality. And oftentimes, like the smaller cities, they like the exam in the smaller cities can be very competitive, and which is a little bit unfair to the people who are from like smaller provinces, just because like all of them want to move to the coastal cities, the bigger cities, and but exams are designed in this way where the people from the bigger cities could get into a better college more easily than the people who are from the rural area or the countryside. That's why if you are like you're from like a well-off family in China, especially if you are from like a rural area, the second tier or the third tier city in China, like you would probably want to go abroad to go to college. It's just such an easy way, and if your family can afford it, why not? So that's also part of the reason why you see a lot of Chinese international students in American universities. And also, just let you guys know, we are not a good like a representation of Chinese student body, because just don't forget, like whoever are able to come down America, we're definitely from a upper middle class family in China. That's just the reality. So don't don't consider that, don't, because I know like a lot of us, like they look like super douchey, and they have the Gucci bag, like Air Jordan sneakers and stuff. Like, yeah, they're like rich, but not all of us are rich, and also not every single Chinese person is rich. That's just a bad representation. But hope you guys like can get a better understanding after listening to my mumbo jumbo. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. This is Neil. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.